What's up, guys? It is Rashawn here, and Hujan. We are the Unscripted Girl Artists. In today's video, we are talking about what, Hujan?
We're talking about a recent statement made by one of the stars of Stranger Things, one of their younger things. She plays a teenager in the show, and she basically said that, and it's sort of like this pervasive thing with a lot of the youth now, where they want their storylines devoid of romance. So my thoughts on it, and at least in her that particular case, because she does play a teenager, it's kind of like that's what teenagers do.
Right.
Damn near every teenager had a crush on somebody.
Right.
Like, even the most quiet of people quietly had unrequited crushes on people. Okay.
It sounds like you're speaking from your own perspective, ma'am. But I'm gonna let you. But I'm gonna let you live.
She's calling me out now. Yeah, I was one of those quiet people. Wallflower, all that stuff. I'm still one of those quiet people. You ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna know.
Child,
but I'm
anyway. Okay. I just feel like this. You can't say that you want love to be omitted out of film and television.
Right.
Yeah, you can't. Because even action movies have awkward love scenes or romance
or love subplots.
Yeah, whatever the case, it's still going to be there. What do you want to happen the whole entire time? How are you going to entertain people? Coming from somebody or two people that are in the process of entering that world or have entered that world, we could write a whole freaking script. But there is nothing without the romance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because, I get it from the standpoint of, when a romance is kind of shoehorned into a story and it's just, forced into the story. Taking a circle...
I get it.
Trying to jam a circle peg into a square hole. It's not happening. You feel me?
Right.
But I get it from that standpoint because it just doesn't make sense for the story. But if it's written into the story, why not? Why not? This kind of stuff happens in real life. People get into romances, fall in love with people, have crushes on people in the most just bizarre situations.
Right.
So it's not that far-fetched.
Right.
It's not that weird.
Right.
And love is literally in everything. You can't take it out of the human existence. It's a part of the human existence. It's essential to the human existence. If you're religious, you know that love is essential to the human, the creation of man. You feel me? So how it's within us. It is us. We are it. You can't take it out of the things that we make.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to be devoid of the human touch.
Right.
The human element. Okay? So unless y'all want to be out here having movies written by Terminators, be okay with the romance. Just be
and the do that of the world.
When Martians attack.
Man. I gotta get
that's what she's referring to. Is when Martians attack. Because she told me this story, bro. And I
oh my gosh,
died.
Girl. Oh my gosh. I gotta get we're gonna do a reaction to Mars attacks. Because when she hears him say when she hears him say, do that, I promise you, I'm going to die because I need to see her reaction. Okay? but yeah, I just feel like even when it's a basic story of two rival schools or whatever, or two students going to class, there's going to be some kind of thing there, some kind of spark there, two kids passing. Somebody got a crush on the other person or whatever, or they both have a crush on each other. It fits in the story. It always works in the story. Two kids passing by, they look at each other slow-mo. They look at each other, sparks fly. You know what I mean? All of that stuff. And then the girl face plants a locker or something. There's always something that evolves, and there's always something that is surrounding love, or there's love hidden in layers of the story. You can replace it with something else, but you still gonna have to go back to love. Like you said, you can't escape it. It's within us. Now, you could write a whole movie or whatever without love. What do we get? It's always going to lead back to love, whether it's love for a dog. Somebody gave you like John Wick.
Love of a friend.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Hello.
Friendship. We see that in anime all the time, y'all.
All
the power
the time.
of friendship is love for your friends, okay?
Exactly. Love for the planet.
People are like,
with these powers
it's
combined,
love, it's romance. Like, I get it, because when people say romance, they generally speak of, you know,
two people.
Romantic love.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But a story...
Even Passion of the Christ. Who is he doing it for?
Hello. I understand what they mean, because we're broadening the conversation by saying, you know, you can't take out love out of it. But she was talking specifically about romance. But at the same time, it's like romance is still gonna be in there somewhere. You feel me?
But that's what I'm
like. I get where you're coming from, where it's like, oh, the romantic thing isn't everything, kind of thing.
Right.
But especially in this particular instance, it's high school. Right. You're gonna have somebody that likes somebody.
Oh, they're gonna be walking down the hall. Oh, hey, Katie. Hi, Darren. It's gonna be some kind of thing where two kids. You can't sit up here and just have all of these doggone generic characters. A jock just sitting against the lockers and a girl just swirling her hair, popping her bubble gum, and she's like, "Oh, I hate Darren." You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, whatever.
The reason why people put romance so frequently in any form of media is because it's an easy way
to
spice up your story. And it's
relatable. Yeah.
And to make your story
everybody can
more
relate
interesting.
To romance.
You know?
Maybe that particular person was going through something. I don't know. However, when I say love, I mean romance. That's what I mean. When I'm talking about it. Because it's in a lot of things. Heck, it was even in the freaking Terminator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor. Literally all of this stuff couldn't have started without the romance between Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor.
Yes, see what I mean?
You have some of the nerds that'll be like, oh, we don't need romance in Terminator. The whole plot started because of Kyle Reese falling for Sarah, them doing a dirty tango, and then having John Connor, who will then be like, come on.
Them doing the dirty tango is crazy, y'all. But, yeah.
But you understand what I'm talking about, right? Like, that's a literal thing literally an example where the romance is kind of integral to the whole entire freaking plotline getting a roll on. Like,
but what this girl is saying, as far as like high school is concerned,
it wasn't just specifically high school, but she mentioned that because that's her role. But apparently, it's just like it's a thing with the younger generation in general, where they're like they don't want their movies with romance anymore, and it's just like, this is why y'all messed up now. No compassion, nothing.
I feel like Whitney was wrong when she said the kids are the future. I believe the kids are the future. Because I don't know what's wrong with these. Send them back, okay?
Because, like, clearly y'all didn't get enough love. Something. I don't know.
Man, I don't know. Everybody want to be a thug, okay?
Exactly. Everybody want to be a thug, but nobody want to be loved.
Nobody want to be nobody. Hug somebody today, period. Hug somebody today. Tell you love them, especially
y'all didn't get enough hugs or something. I don't know.
They not getting enough hugs for real, and I think that's what it is. There ain't nobody telling them I love you today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody is not getting a hug. Thank God, my little brother is getting all the love because,
because, and I know we're older people in that regard. To them, we're ancient, but that's neither here nor there. These young kids be thinking that we like dinosaurs out here, just freaking brontosauruses just munching on trees.
They think at this point.
But the thing is like romance. As for me personally, I love romance stuff.
Me too.
It's fun to live vicariously through your characters, bro. But also it's beautiful.
Exactly. One of my favorite movies that I had Huge and watch, listen to, is 10 Things I Hate About You. And my favorite line My favorite line is, "Oh, I want you, I need you, baby,
oh baby, oh baby."
It's literally my favorite line because it's kind of like this guy, aka Heath Ledger, is trying to do the most to woo Julia Stiles, and it's like, I don't want you, and he's like, oh, I know you want me, blah blah blah, and that's why she's just like, oh, I want you, I need you, baby. And her
it's the
delivery
sarcastic,
is just so
like
flat. It's
deadpan
so
delivery
flat.
that was so funny about
exactly. And it just,
dying.
it just makes me giggle, but at the same time, the dude is so intrigued. Heath Ledger's character is so intrigued because he's like, "Oh yeah, I do want her." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna.
It's like I like her vibe.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. And he does eventually. He does as he's getting deeper into the whole situation. If I haven't seen that movie, watch the movie. It's really good.
It's a classic.
Y'all,
it's a classic.
And I'll go over that man because Delicioso.
A young
Heath Ledger. He was a young singer for show. Okay.
For show.
But yeah, watching movies like that and it's like high school setting. Come on, man. Maybe that's what the kids need to start watching. Movies like that.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Like
they need to start watching those 2000 movies.
I can understand it if it's like if they were more like specifically talking about how they have shows where it's like high schoolers doing a dirty tango, left, right, and center, and it's just like,
hello,
y'all don't find that a little bit weird? She writes
like
these shows about high schoolers banging and slanging and bumping. Y'all don't find that a little bit pedo-ish? Yeah, I know the actors are grown, but y'all don't find that a little bit weird? Yeah, man. The romance aspect is a necessary thing. It's cathartic. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's needed, especially when you have a movie that is very serious. You need something to pad that out. You can't just be watching, mugs getting shot and all this other stuff. All that other stuff just straight on without there being something nice and fluffy to pad that out.
Excuse me.
But as I was saying, you need something to fluffy to break your fall in a movie like that.
Yeah.
So why not romance? We need a little bit more love in the world anyway.
Exactly.
Too much hatred.
It's too many mugs out here want to be thugs, and that's why I'm just like, why not choose love? Why not choose love? Why can't we have a little bit?
Because even one of the greatest of quote unquote thugs wrote a song about how he loved his mama.
Hello?
Tupac. Period.
Oh, they feel like he's still alive, but that man is
That's
gone,
y'all. There.
Exactly. But I will say that everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and if you can't achieve the goal of writing a film without any romance or love in there, do it and film it and put it out in the world for people to see.
And see how people receive it.
Exactly.
But I can guarantee you that if it's void of any kind of love, it's not gonna hit the way it would if it did have love in there or romance.
Exactly.
In there. Everybody loves love. Regardless of how thug you wanna act and pretend, sit around and act and pretend like you're not into it, everybody loves love. Everybody deserves it.
Everybody loves love. Everybody needs love. Everybody deserves that kind of love. Everybody enjoys those displays.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's in the media of any kind or within their household. You can't escape it. So stop trying to fight it. You can't write a whole movie about hating somebody. Because if you really think about it, you love hating somebody. At the end of the day, love is still there. You know what I'm saying? That's still
you sipping on a haterade, but you still love it.
Hello. Sip hooray. But yeah. So that was this conversation. If you have anything that you want to say about this topic, put it down in the comments below, along with whatever topic you feel like we should discuss next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that post notification bell on and click all. So that way you guys can be notified every time that we post. We will see you guys in the next video. Peace.